big up, guys. I'm here at last. Apologies, major apologies yet again for the delay. Actually, the Wi-Fi this time. Yes, you may think it's a big excuse. It isn't. Having issues with the Wi-Fi now. Started off so well with this Wi-Fi. This new broadband I had was going pretty well, and now having problems with it. Can't get the background on. The background was pissing about. And I wanted to get this on in the background because it's brilliant. Because a fucking awesome performance from those lads last night. Amazing performance on the beats. I went there, got soaked to the fucking skin. But it was worth it. It was lashing down with rain. Just felt like it weren't stopping. The heavens totally open. But it flooded for us. We flooded with a goal and probably should have had more. It did rain down on Arsenal, let's be honest. Reminds me of a song. I wish it would rain down on Arsenal. No. Well, we know you sung that one, but it wasn't about Arsenal. But yeah. I think everyone knows you sung that. If you don't, it was Phil Collins. Anyway, so let's get on with this. Obviously, what a fantastic performance. Amazing performance from the lads last night. Brentford won, Arsenal won. Should have been, could have been, maybe 2-3-1 up, the Bees, or 3-2 if you like to think of it like that. Because, yes, Arsenal did have some other chances as well. And really, perhaps we should have had a penalty. Well, not perhaps. I think we should have had a penalty. And Gabriel should have been sent off for a late tackle. And he was already on the yellow card. He was inside the area on Dango Watara. Caught him. Was late. Didn't get the ball. Didn't get booked. Didn't get nothing. Nothing happened. No penalty. No sending off. Pathetic. And that referee was an absolute prick. Absolute wanker. So, yeah, less said about him the better, but we will have to mention him. Because really, we should have had a penalty. And Gabriel should have been sent off. I bet you, if they weren't top of the league, any other team, probably lied down or whatever, that he would have been sent off and that would have been a penalty. I'll bet you anything. Guys. And look, you think I might just be, I'm coming on and moaning. I'm not. I think it was an amazing performance. Happy with the point, although I still feel we could have had 3, but happy with it. And to get that off the champions, well, maybe the champions of the Premier, that's incredible. You know, I think that was an incredible performance, guys. I'm glad I went in the end. Yeah, it was amazing atmosphere. Yeah, the weather was shit. I know, terrible raining, but other than that, that was incredible. And got a few comments. Be up to you, Steph. Hope you're well, my dear. Thanks for coming in here. Could have, would have, should have, would have, buddy. But added to Arsenal bottling process. See you later, hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully, if you can come back in. Sorry I wasn't on in time when you were in here. Apologies for that. But hopefully you'll be back in here soon, Steph. I really do. Great to see you back as well. And be up to you, Warren, buddy. Hope you're well, my friend. Yes, it should. The ref bottled it, in my opinion, going back to that penalty, yeah. The decision, he should have been sent off. It should have been a penalty all day long. But there we go. What can you do about these refs, eh? These officials, and maybe VAR's taken over anyway as well. So let's be honest, it's pathetic now. You know, just know what you're going to get from game to game anymore, do you, with these referees? Kev again, thanks for coming in, buddy. Kev there, Kev Flavin, thanks to you, my friend, coming in. It shows how brilliant a season you are having. and you're even slightly disappointed with a draw against Arsenal. Yeah, exactly. Great to see, and I'm delighted for Brentford. Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you. That's brilliant. Be up to you, Luca. Hope you're well, bro. Hope you're good. I know you're disappointed with the result last night. I'm not, but I know you are, bro. So, sorry, but really we should have won it as well. So you're lucky to get a point, let's be honest. At the end of the day, you're very lucky to get a point, Luca. So there you go, mate. So take it. You okay? Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. You guys deserve it. We bottled it. I don't think you bottled it. I just think we made you look bad. We made you play badly. And, I think we should have the credit and the respect rather than, you bottled it. I think we made you that way. And you still got a point. You were 1-0 up as well. So let's be honest. You probably could have won it as well. But these fans need to wake up. Well, yeah. Exactly. Still fuming. Congrats, City winning league. Well, I don't think I wouldn't say that just yet, Luca. There's still a long way to go. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's City's just yet, but be happy with that result. They'll be loving it, and they know they're not far away now. It's 4 points. So, but anyway, I'm going to get into this. Actually, I'm going to have got some other good news to say before the actual report, the review, reaction, and so I'll just bring it up now. And this is very good news. That Eagle Thiago signed a new long-term Brentford contract. Great news, this. He's committed himself to the club. That's brilliant. Great to see. I thought he had a better game last night. I was quite impressed with him a bit more last night, except his finishing, of course. Although could have scored with that header in the first half. Great save by Raya, I've got to admit, as some say, hell of a save. And I could understand why we had him so long, Raya. What a great goal he is. I mean, yes, we do. He does have his bozo moments at times, coming way off his line and doing some silly things sometimes. But other than that, he's a top-class, world-class goalkeeper. So there we go. And Warren again. Hi, Steve. Nice to see you. You should have been 3 points to the Bees. Well, yes, it should have been Warren. But it wasn't. If we'd had that penalty, you never know. I think we would have done it. But there was other occasions we should have scored. And as I say, this guy had a great opportunity and smashed it well over the bar, high and wide. So, And his header, of course, well, that header it was a great save as well, let's be honest. He also had another one or two saved, I think. I think he had a better game this time. He put himself about more, and I thought he'd done more in the game, Thiago. You were the better side, yeah. Yeah, we were, mate. We were, definitely. For sure, but we only got a point. 3 points would have been amazing. But I'm happy. I'm still happy with all this. I think it was amazing. What a performance. Contrast to how we played when we went to your ground, to Emirates. We were terrible. We were poor. We weren't up to it. We didn't turn up. But this is the true Bees that you see last night. The Bees, we got our sting back. We definitely got our sting back. But anyway, Thiago signed a new long-term Brentford contract. Brentford striker Eagle Thiago signs a new long-term contract until the summer of 2031, with a club option of a further year, which we always seem to do with these deals, a further year added. 24-year-old Brazilian has scored 18 goals in 27 appearances across all competitions and was named Premier League Player of the Month in November. Yes, he's also been named it for January. So I'll do that in a minute. I'll say about that, go into that in a minute, about that in a little while. Player of the month in November, Bees head coach Keith Andrews. He's been a massive player for us, so it's a contract he thoroughly deserves. Brentford striker Igor Thiago signed a new long-term contract. The 24-year-old has penned a deal which extends his stay until the summer of 2031, with a club option of a further year. Following the first season in West London that was interrupted by injury, Thiago has netted 17 goals in 26 Premier League games this term, also scoring in the Bees Carabao Cup win over Bournemouth in August. It's brilliant that Thiago has committed his long-term future to the club, said head coach Keith Andrews. The connection that he has with his teammates, the staff and the fans, as well as how much the club means to him and he means to us, is pretty evident for everybody to see. Again, it's the person before the player. I love working with him and I've loved seeing his evolution as a player. How he plays is such a big part of how we play and what our season has been so far. He's been a massive player for us, so it's a contract he thoroughly deserves. And I'm really happy that the club have been able to get it done. Having excelled in Europe with Ludogorets and Club Bruges after departing his native Brazil, Brentford signed Thiago for a then club record fee from the latter in February 2024. He spent the remainder of the campaign with Bruges before joining Brentford officially in July. The imposing Brazilian netted 2 goals in a pre-season friendly against AFC Wimbledon, but sustained a meniscus injury which saw him miss the opening 2 months of his first campaign in TWA. He made his debut as a second-half substitute against Everton in November 2024, making 3 more appearances before a joint infection saw him absent until the final 4 games of the season. Everton away was a notable fixture for Thiago again this term, as he scored his first Premier League hat-trick in the Bees 4-2 win at Hill Dickinson Stadium. Thiago's prolific form has seen him become the fastest player to reach 10 Premier League goals in a single season for the club, surpassing Ivan Toney's record during the 22-23 campaign. Bag braces in home victories over Manchester United, Newcastle United, Burnley and Sunderland. In November, the 6'2" frontman also became the first Brentford player to win the Premier League Player of the Month award. Only Manchester City striker Erling Haaland is ahead of him in the race for the Golden Boot, having scored 5 more goals during the opening 26 games. Yeah, amazing. I'm glad he signed. I'm glad he signed up. Yeah, incredible. Absolutely great. He's been amazing for us. And he's talking here about, signing the deal and what it means to him to stay with the Bees. It'll be up to you, Brian. Hope you're well, my friend. Thanks for coming in. All right, Steve, mate. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Very happy with last night. Brilliant performance. Probably should have won it, but we got a point. A well-earned point. And deserved. So, on that performance, that was incredible. If we keep playing like that, I think we can get Europe. I really do. 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever it's going to be. I think we can get that. I really do. Yeah, Thiago, new contract, my true love with Brentford. Brentford striker Igor Thiago explains why he has decided to sign a new contract with the club, citing the supporters as well as his relationships with Keith Andrews, other staff and teammates as being key factors for opting to pen a new deal until the summer of 2031. Thiago, I love the club and the people in the club. It's a true love, a real love. Brentford striker Igor Thiago has explained why he decided to sign a new contract with the West Londoners. The 24-year-old side, the supporters, as well as his relationships with Keith Andrews, well, I've already said all this, so I won't say it again. Thiago's new deal includes a club option to extend his stay by a further year. I love the club and the people in the club, said the Brazilian number 9. who's netted 17 goals in 26 Premier League games this term. It's a true love, a real love. In the beginning, when I first came, I had the injury. The staff and the people around the training ground were helping me and supporting me. When the fans support me and I see them singing my name and singing my song, it gives me more power. I'm really happy for all of the love they have given to me. It means so much. He added, with Keith, it's more of a relationship as a father and a son. I'm really happy with him as he trusts and believes in me. I enjoy every single day and every single training session so much. It's been a good journey and I'm happy to be here. That journey has seen Thiago become the first Brentford player to win the Premier League Player of the Month back in November and in January, scoring his first hat-trick for the club in a 4-2 win against Everton at Hill Dickinson Stadium. He highlighted September's 3-1 win against Manchester United, in which he bagged the brace as his best moment of a remarkable season so far, before looking ahead to the final 11 matches of the campaign. That game was a dream for me, and then to get the first goal with my left foot, it was amazing, Thiago explained. God has blessed me so much through this season, so I'm really happy. I just want to keep doing the same things that I've been doing up until now. But I also think I can improve and give more for the club. Exactly, he's right. And I'm glad he knows that and realises that. Yeah, it's been a great season for us. Everybody has been on the same page. I hope we can get something special from it. So do I, my friend. So do I. And I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will be. Big lad. Big eagle. Right. So let's go to that actually quickly. Getting that, the Player of the Month award for January. Incredible. Thiago's a top player yet again. Brentford go get one of the best. Yeah. Well, and again, I think it might be possible that Thiago really loves the club. Yeah, where did you get that? Where do you get that from, mate? How do you realise that? Anyway, Thiago named Premier League Player of the Month. Igor Thiago named Premier League Player of the Month for January. The Brentford forward added 5 goals to his tally, which included a hat-trick in the Bees 4-2 win at Everton. Thiago also won Premier League Player of the Month for November. Thiago's 5 goals in January came in 2 games. The 24-year-old scored a hat-trick in a 4-2 win at Everton and bagged the brace in a 3-0 victory over Sunderland at Gtech Community Stadium. With his first goal of the game against Sunderland, Thiago equalled the record of 15 scored by a Brazilian in the Premier League campaign. Jointly held by 3 players, Matthias Cunha in 24-25 for Wolves, Gabriel Martinelli, 22-23 for Arsenal, and Roberto Firmino, 2017-18 for Liverpool. Thiago's second goal against the Black Cats took his tally to 16 and moved him ahead as the outright record holder. Yeah. After receiving the award, he said, "It's an amazing feeling. I've asked people at the club how many Brentford players have won this, and they told me that nobody had received this trophy before me." Surprisingly. Anyway, so I'm really happy to have won it 2 times now, and I look forward to it, hopefully winning more. I also want to thank all of the staff and all of the players for their support and for helping me on the pitch. As Thiago mentioned, he has also won Premier League Player of the Month for November. In January, he faced competition from Yassin Yari for Brighton, Patrick Dorgu, Manchester United, Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea, Junior Krupi, Bournemouth, Crescencio, Somerville, West Ham, Harry Wilson, Fulham, and Florian Wirtz, Liverpool. The centre forward's impressive form has continued in February, with a striker scoring from the penalty spot during Brentford's 3-2 win at Newcastle United last time out. On 17 Premier League goals this season, Thiago is just 4 adrift of Manchester City's Erling Haaland in the race for the Golden Boot. The 24-year-old received the award on the same day that he signed a new long-term contract with the club, penning a new deal which extends his stay until the summer of 2031, with a club option of a further year. Brilliant, brilliant. All right, now let's go to the game, the reaction. And I'm very happy to say this reaction of Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Lewis Potter header secures draw against league leaders. Yes! Come on. KLP. Come on, KLP. Yeah, he's the brilliant. Is he the leading goal scorer this season so far, mate? No, it's Haaland. Thiago got 17. Yeah, 18 altogether with Carabao Cup. Do you think the best striker since Tony left? Well, for sure, I'd say. I'd definitely say so. He's got a lot more to go though. He's got a lot more to give. So one big season doesn't mean much. I know there's more in this guy, which we haven't found yet, got into yet. So I think there's more to come. I really do. Anyway, back to this. Brentford 1, Arsenal 1. Lewis Potter header secures draw against league leaders. KRP, what a game he had as well. Very good game, KRP. Brilliant. Brentford come from behind to secure 1-1 against Premier League leaders Arsenal on Thursday night at Gtech Community Stadium. Noddy Madueke heads the visitors in front. Disappointed with that, but there we go. Before Keane, Lewis Potter scores a header of his own to ensure the points are shared in West London. Keith Andrews, we were pushing and consistently looking like the team that was going to go on and win it. Yeah, Brentford came from behind to secure a 1-1 draw against Premier League leaders Arsenal at Gtech Community Stadium on Thursday night. Noddy Madueke headed the visitors in front on the hour mark before Keane Lewis Potter scored a header of his own 10 minutes later to ensure the points were shared in West London. Keith Andrews made one change for Thursday night's clash with Yehor Yarmoliuk and replacing Jordan Henderson in midfield. Former Brentford goalkeeper David Raya started for Arsenal, with ex-Bees captain Christian Norgard returned to Gtech Community Stadium for the first time, where he remained an unused substitute. Yeah, I'm glad I'd see him there on the touchline. Great to see him. We all cheered him. Well, most of us cheered him. Some booed. We cheered him, waved to him, and he did give us a wave and said, Christian, give us a wave. Christian, give us a wave. And he did, you know. Top guy, you know, top bloke, actually. He was brilliant for us. So, won't have a bad word said against the guy, you know. The first real chance of the game came on the 10-minute mark when Arsenal almost scored from a corner. Declan Rice delivered to the far post where Gabriel headed towards goal from close range. Sepp Vandenberg was there to match his fellow centre-back's aerial attempt with a header of his own as he cleared the ball off the line and away. Brentford had their first real opportunity just over 10 minutes later. Just as he had done for the Bees for so many years, Raya made an incredible save in TWA. Well, he did. I've got to admit, he certainly did. The Spaniard attempted to roll the ball out to teammate Rice, but Matthias Jensen was sharp and robbed it off the Arsenal man. The midfielder then delivered a fantastic ball into Igor Thiago in the 6-yard box, and the Brazilian couldn't do much more. his thumping header was low and goal bound, but Raya did phenomenally well to get down and beat the ball away. Exactly, it was a hell of a save, I've got to admit. I wish that would have gone in. I think we would probably have won the game, to be honest, if that had gone in. But still, it was an amazing save by Raya. There they are coming out on the pitch, the teams. That save by Raya, in fact, there. Shame he saved it, but there we go. What a save. Amazing save, though, to be honest. More action there. And a bit more. KRP, I thought was amazing in the game. I really do. Although we took him off after he scored. Funnily enough. Madueke's goal, header. Not happy that we conceded that. But still, unfortunately as well, Keller slipped a bit and was too far over, and his balance was over the other side, and he slipped a bit and couldn't get to it, unfortunately. But still, and that goal, there we go, KRP, what a header. Great long throw by Coyote, yet again, amazing long throw, caused chaos inside the Arsenal area, penalty area. And we got the well-deserved goal that we did deserve, big time in this game. And a fine header from KRP. And there we go, celebrating, which he richly deserved. And yes, we did take him off after that, but what a way to go off. You know, to be subbed. That great save from Kelleher against Martinelli. Very good, brilliant save. Lewis Potter produced a sublime bit of football on 53 minutes when the wingers Maisie Run saw him beat 3 Arsenal players before a pass to Dango Ouattara saw him feed Thiago. But the centre forward's thunderous shot was blocked well by a Gunners defender. Hold on a minute, guys. I've just got to plug this in because the power's going. So hold on a minute. I'll plug my laptop lead in. The fucking power's going. Poxy thing. Won't be long, guys. Yeah, sorry about it, guys. I plugged this laptop in. It was power going. Right. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, Lewis Potter produced a sublime bit of football on 53 minutes when the wingers Maisie run saw him beat 3 Arsenal players before a pass to Dago Matara saw him feed Thiago. But the centre forward's thunderous shot was blocked well by a Gunners defender. Half-time substitute Martin Odegaard had the visitors' first chance of the second half. When some neat football on the left saw the ball find its way to the Norwegian, but he blazed well over the bar. And Mikel Arteta's side broke the deadlock on 61 minutes. A Piero Hincapi cross was whipped to the back post, where Madueke rose the highest to head the ball back across goal and past Kieran Keller to make it 1-0. Brentford was so close to equalising from a near identical scenario. Just a few minutes later, Jensen swung a corner to the back post, and it was Lewis Potter who was there unmarked. The winger powerfully headed it down into the ground, but it bounced just wide of the post. The Bees had another chance soon after when Thiago did superbly well on the counter-attack. After Michael Chiodi made a crucial intervention at one end, Vitaly Janelt won the ball and quickly played it forward to the league's second top goal scorer. Thiago drove at his compatriot Gabriel and, using Matara as a decoy, found some space to shoot at a goal. But it was saved again by Raya. The host's pressure finally paid off when, after missing a headed chance earlier in the half, Lewis Potter made amends by nodding home at the back post to equalise. A Chiodi long throw, as standard, was launched into the box, which Vandenberg flicked to the former Hull City man, who sent a diving header into the back of the net. Keith Andrews' side were pushing for a winner, and with 3 minutes to go, Thiago was eyeing his 18th goal of the season. Another great pass from Janelt into the striker saw him one-on-one with a goalkeeper before a fantastic recovery run and block from Christian Mosquera. Thiago had one more chance in stoppage time when he was fed by Jensen, but his powerful effort was fired over the bar. In an end-to-end finale, Kelleher made one of the best saves in a Brentford shirt. One of his best saves in a Brentford shirt at the death. Julian Timber broke into the final third and played the ball across to Gabriel Martinelli. The substitute looked in a prime position to score the winner, but a big outstretched arm from the Bees number one confirmed the draw. What a great save. It was amazing save. Superb. The team lineups: Brentford, Kelleher, Chiodi, Ayer, Vandenberg, Henry. Hickey came on for him in the 95th. Janelt, Yarmoliuk, Henderson came on for him in the 73rd. Jensen, Lewis Potter, Damsgaard came on for him in the 73rd as well. Thiago and Ouattara. Subs not used: Valdemarson, Pinnock, Collins, Donovan, Furo and Bent. Arsenal, Raya, Timber, Mosquera, Gabriel, Hincapi, Calafiore came on for him in the 81st. Eze, Odegaard came on for him at half-time. Zubimendi, Rice, Madueke, Saka came on for him in the 70th. Gyökeres, Trossard, Martinelli came on for him in the 81st. Subs not used: Ariza Balaga, White, Lewis Skelly, Norgard and Jesus. Attendance. What an attendance it was. 17,224. Turned up to see that. Amazing performance. Andrews, a game that had everything. Head coach Keith Andrews discussed his side's come from behind draw against Arsenal on Thursday night. It was a game that had everything, said the Bees head coach. There was a lot of action. In the first half, I thought we were brilliant, played really well, and were the better team. In the first 15 to 20 minutes of the second half, they were very good and gained control of it, which they can do because they're a top team. They got the goal, but the way we reacted to that with the spirit, character and ability we showed was outstanding. If any team was going to win it, I felt it was probably going to be us. We were pushing and consistently looking like the team that was going to go on and win it. Lewis Potter on crazy Arsenal draw. KRP shared his thoughts after netting Brentford's equaliser in a 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Towards the end of the game, it could have gone either way, and on another day we win it, said the winger. It was a bit crazy, to be honest. It was now biting towards the end. Obviously, you can't do too much sat on the bench, but at the same time, I've got full belief in the boys, as we've got an unbelievable squad. On responding to missing a chance a few minutes earlier by heading in the equaliser, he added, "You have to put it to the back of your mind and try and score the next one." Thankfully, I did that. I was disappointed I didn't score the first one, and I tried to not let it eat away at me too much. When I got the second chance, I was not going to make the same mistake. Good, yeah, I'm glad. And you didn't. You didn't make the same mistake, KRP. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm going to talk a bit more about how well we done with this article from last night. Analysis: Brentford's control and chaos unsettles tabletoppers Arsenal. So we'll go into this, talk about this article, and then I'll do the player ratings, and then I'm going to bounce, guys. Right. Hold on a minute. I'm just doing something else here. I'll be doing that very soon. Reading that. Just going to something else, guys. Won't be long. Right, yeah. Stephen Sheeley analysis or analyses how Brentford's blend of control and chaos earned a point against top of the table Arsenal, with the Bees generating the better chances and unsettling the Premier League leaders in an end-to-end encounter at Gtech Community Stadium on Thursday night. Brentford emerged with a point from a breathless encounter against league leaders Arsenal on Thursday night, with the Bees blending structure and disruption to cause the Gunners serious problems. Harnessing the momentum built by successive away wins over Aston Villa and Newcastle, Brentford produced another all-action display, one that could have a serious impact on the title race. With Arsenal's lead at the top now standing at 4 points at the end of game week 26. The fascinating contest in West London saw the two sides locked at 0-0 at the interval. However, Mikel Arteta's men took the lead through Noni Madueke on 61 minutes, only for Keane Lewis Potter to haul the Bees level with a diving header 10 minutes later. And there it is on there. Can't show it, I don't think. Probably be copyright. It's on X, but there it is, the goal. Coyote to Vandenberg to Lewis Potter and the goal. Lewis Potter described the latter stages as a bit crazy, while Bees head coach Keith Andrews called it a game that had everything. And the post-match statistics suggest Brentford shaded the contest. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but the expected goals metric can be helpful when assessing the relative quality of chances created. And the hosts clearly won the battle of the XG at Gtech Community Stadium. The Bees generated 1.51 XG across the game, almost double Arsenal's 0.88 XG, while Andrew's side fired in 12 shots to the Gunners' 7. Arsenal's XG against Brentford minus 0.63 was also one of their largest deficits in any match across all competitions this season. The West Londoners still lead the Premier League in shots on target percentage, 38.9%. An XG per shot, 0.17 this season. While free-scoring Igor Thiago owns the highest shot conversion rate of any forward in the division at 30%. Thiago wasn't able to add to his tally of 17 Premier League goals this term, but he ran the top flight's meanest defence ragged at times and could easily have finished with a hat-trick. On the eve of signing a fresh contract with the Bees, which runs until 2031, the 24-year-old registered 6 shots, 4 more than any other player. A first-half header from Matthias Jensen's glorious cross, and a thunderous late strike that whistled over the bar were arguably Thiago's clearest opportunities. However, Arteta's men were also forced into a series of last-ditch blocks to deny the Brazilian, with Gunners centre-back Christian Mosquera recovering superbly on one occasion after being left flaming by neat footwork from January's Premier League Player of the Month winner. And there's his, Brentford stats versus Arsenal. 12 shots, expected goals 1.51, corners 6, shots on set pieces 5, shots on target conceded 2. In the lead up to the clash, Andrew spoke of his hope that Brentford could create chaos, as his side delivered in spades. And his side delivered in spades, of course, particularly from fast breaks and set pieces. 4 of the host shots followed quick transitions, while 5 efforts, including Lewis Potter's equaliser, came from dead ball situations. Prior to scoring his diamond header from a trademark Michael Chiodi long throw, Lewis Potter had already gone close from a Jensen corner. And the former Hull City winger is a strong example of how Brentford maximise both individual and collective strengths. Lewis Potter may be one of the Bees' shortest players, but appearances can be deceptive. The 24-year-old scored 46% of his first-team league goals for Hull in 2021 with his head. And the way he evaded Martin Odegaard to bury his leveller against the Gunners suggested he retains a real ability in this area. It was a full-blooded affair, but there was control as well as chaos, something that should stand the Bees in good stead ahead of their 4th round FA Cup clash with Macclesfield on Monday. Yes, that's our next one now, away to Macclesfield in the FA Cup. A tough one, a real toughie. Can we win that? It's tough. It's a big one in the FA Cup. Of course, conquerors of Paddock, Macclesfield, as we know. So it won't be easy. Luca there again. Arteta needs change his style. We ain't playing that spanning football, Fly. No. Brian again. Arsenal are looking a bit dodgy of late. Do you think they'll have enough in the tank to win the title, mate? Not so sure, maybe. It's going to be tight. Possibly could be overtaken by City, I think, probably. If they bottle some of these games, if Arteta does his usual sort of stubborn shithouse tactics, whatever, strategies. And Warren saying not a chance at Brian Moran, not 92-20. Exactly. You're probably right. You're probably right there, Warren. Yeah, all right, Warren, mate. Brian saying. But yeah, the player ratings. I thought Kelleher was pretty good. He had a really good game. I mean, yes, I think maybe you would feel he could have done better with that header, that Madueke one. But he did slip. You know, it weren't a lot he could do about it. He had his weight on the other side and he slipped a bit. He couldn't get over to the header. So can't really blame him for that. I'll give him an 8. I still thought he had a really good game, really great game, Kelleher. So definitely an 8 from me there. Warren there at Luca talks Dons. Arteta just needs to F off, force him out for fuck's sake. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, so Kelleher 8. Coyote, I thought was really great again. What a game. Great long throw for the equaliser. Great going forward. Pretty good at the back still as well. Went forward, went one amazing run to the edge of the area and had a shot that was blocked out for a corner. I thought he had a great game. I'm giving him an 8 as well. Warren there again at Brian Moran, 92.20. I'm good, thanks. Right, so Coyote, and on the other side, Henry. I also thought he was pretty good. His pace was good. He needed to be at times. He's very quick and done pretty well going forward at times, sprinting forward. I'll give him an 8 as well. I will give him an 8. Although saying that, I might just knock it off because I think he was near to Madueke to get and let him get the header so too easily. I would say I'll give him a 7 actually. I'll knock it down to a 7 for letting Madueke get the header. So yeah, I'll knock that down to a 7. Hickey came on for him in the 95th. Can't give him anything. Didn't do much. Didn't have time. About a minute or so, if that, on the pitch. No. Yeah, now, sorry, actually, the rest of the defence, I'll go to Aya. I thought he was pretty solid again. Pretty good. He was fairly good at the times. Give it away once, which weren't great, but other than that, or was caught even on the ball at one stage. But I still thought he was very good. I'll give him an 8 as well. Vandenberg, I actually thought was better than Aya, to be honest. I thought he had one of his best games, probably. I thought he was really great at the back. I'll give him a 9, actually, Vandenberg. I actually thought he was really great this time, and definitely a 9. Right, now let's go to the midfield. And Janelt, I thought he was really good again. Fine game, very good game. I'll give him an 8 as well. Aya, sorry, done Aya. What am I talking about? Janelt, so Janelt an 8. Yarmulia, I thought he was pretty solid. He had a really, very good, solid game. I'll give him an 8 as well. Henderson came on for him. In the 73rd, done a little bit, but not a major amount. I'll give him a 7. Henderson. Right, let's go to Jensen. I thought Jensen was good again, pretty good. He had a very good game. Didn't do as much, I don't think, as he did against maybe Newcastle or, or Villa maybe. I don't know. I'll give him a 7. I don't think he was quite as good, but he was decent again. And actually, I'm going to give you Yarmolenko a 7. I've decided. yeah, going to knock that down a bit because I don't think he was exactly creative, although, yeah, he's not really a creative player as such, but I'll give him a 7. Watara, again, put himself about, was quick, dangerous at times, looking. Added a lot of threat going forward there, attacking. I'll give him an 8. I know he didn't score, but I would say he had the danger there. And had made some great crosses in at times and great runs at the back at the Arsenal defence. So yeah, an 8. And this is going to be tough. I'm actually going to give this Lewis Potter. I'm giving him a 9. And man of the match. I actually thought he was great in this game, Lewis Potter. And he came up with the equaliser as well. And so for that reason, I'm definitely giving him a 9. I thought I know that we took him off afterwards for some reason, but we did when he scored. But I thought he had a fantastic game, Lewis Potter. One great dribble as well, one great run at the past a few players against the defence, Arsenal's defence and that. And I thought he was superb, to be honest, and great header. I know he made up for that headed miss earlier. But yeah, fine header, and he scored. And man of the match for me. It's close between him and probably Vandenberg, actually. I know they give him. I think they give him man of the match, Vandenberg, last night on I think on that coverage apparently. So what I'd heard because I was at the game, of course. But yeah, yeah, for me, definitely, I'm giving Lewis Potter man of the match. Damsgaard came on for him in the 73rd. Done a few things, but nothing major. I'll give him a 6. And Thiago, of course. Well, I thought he'd one of his better games for a long time. Put himself about, great, a lot of shots, a lot of great efforts. Had a really good game. I'm going to give him an 8. Not quite up to the 9 or of Lewis Potter or whatever, but I thought he was great and kept the Arsenal defence busy. And had some good effort. So an 8 for Thiago. Anyway, guys, that's it for the player ratings. Yeah, what a performance! And if we can keep this going, yeah, I think Europe is definitely ours this season. If we can keep this going, and that's still a big if, because there's still some big games to come. I think we've got some slightly easier ones coming up. Likes of Wolves, of course, and Brighton can be a little bit tough at times for us. Bournemouth, who we generally beat, I'd love to beat them again this time. That'd be amazing. I'd love to beat them because I hate them. We all know that. So yeah, a few easier and a few maybe tougher. Burnley, an easiest one. Again, you still can't really underestimate some of these opponents because they're still very good teams. So still can't underestimate them. And we got Macclesfield, who we're concentrating on next, which will be next Monday. And of course, I've got to do a preview for that, which I think will probably be Sunday, later on the Sunday. I'm doing a preview then for Macclesfield in the fourth round of the FA Cup. We don't want to be going the same way as Palace, really. Going to Macclesfield and they got knocked out. We don't want another upset. like we had against Plymouth. At HVM 77. Arsenal were bottled it this season. No, you really think so? Yeah, I would. It's possible. Again, you never know. You never know with Arsenal, do you? And yet you got a big squad now and better players and team, and yet you probably won't still win it. Yeah, Brian again. Definitely can't see Brentford not making Europa League this year. Yeah, I hope so, Brian. I really do, my friend. I really do. I think probably at least Europa League or Conference. Both slightly easier than Champions League. It'd still be hard for us because we haven't got the squad really to deal with it at the moment with Europe and other cup competitions and the Premier. But I'll take it all day long if it happens. If we get the Premier, if we get Europe, I'll take that all day long. 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever. I'm happy with that. And this has been an amazing performance. And I'm glad I was there last night. Got soaked, but who cares? I was very happy, as were all the other Bees fans last night. Anyway, follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Smash those likes and keep subbing if you're new, guys. Many thanks. It's been another great stream. I've pretty much done a stream nearly every day this week, so I think it's been really good. Hopefully I can do that next week as well. I'll do the preview for the Macclesfield one Sunday, and obviously reaction to it will be possibly later on Monday after the game, if not Tuesday. And then maybe some more buzz ones. I might do some more buzz ones next week. Warren again. We do know Arsenal will bottle it 100%. Come on, Steve, you are better than that. Yeah, I just like to think. I think you will, but if this fucking fraud surprises you, you never know. That's the problem, isn't it? And then the thing is, you probably win it, he'll get a new contract, and that's what you don't want. So I don't know, mate. Let's hope for your sake he doesn't. But because some of the other Arsenal fans would love it, and they'll hail him and put a fucking statue up of the prick. So. Let's really hope they don't win it in a way, Because I think City are still there and thereabouts. I think they can still do that. We know what City can be like when they get on a good run. They're relentless. They're a machine. So Arsenal keep, mucking up, cocking up anywhere. I think City will do it. I think City will come back and win and win it. Yeah, I bet Luca is raging. He was last Saturday. Yeah, he was. He was on something last night. I went on a stream with him as well, and he wasn't happy. So check that one out. That's Jerry Morland's channel. Everton fan. He's got a great channel there. Go and check him out. I was on there last night on his one with Luca and another Arsenal fan, Wilson, as well. That was a really good stream. Go and look for that. Check that one out. He wasn't happy. That's probably why he's not coming on here today. Although he says he's not able to, I think it's because he don't want to, because he's a bit, It's funny when Arsenal draw or lose or whatever. They don't want to know, do they? They don't want to bother coming on any streams. Bad losers, I'm afraid. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? Sour grapes. Brian again, Arsenal dropped serious points in the last month. Exactly. They have. They have, Brian. So, you know, it's probably actually still theirs to lose, let's be honest. It is still theirs to lose. And you can see, well, they got Wolves next. Well, they ain't going to lose to Wolves, are they? It'd be great if they did, but I don't think that's going to happen. So that's 3 points, you would say. So puts it to 7. They need to slip up in about 3 or 4, at least 2 or 3 maybe games to really be caught by City, I would say. If City keep winning all their games, I mean, Arsenal do slip up in at least 2 or 3, maybe, I don't know. You know, I think they could be caught. So I think it's still Arsenal's to lose, really. Anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce. It's been a great stream. Really enjoyed it. Great to talk about this fantastic victory, you know. Victory? I mean a draw. You know what, I said that the other day. I thought we won it, and we hadn't. It was a draw. We should have won it, but we didn't. But a draw felt like a win. Well, these Arsenal fans who claim to want Arteta out never do anything to get him out. So clearly, they don't want him out. Don't want him out at all. BS. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. 100%. But yeah, so very happy with this result, guys. Very happy with the point. Should have had 3, but there we go. I'm settling for this. And now we focus on the FA Cup. Good win there. If we can get through against Macclesfield, you never know. We could have a very good run in the FA Cup. But obviously, that league position of getting Europe matters more to us, I think. So we're aiming for that really as well. But anyway, guys, I'll see you for the next one, which will be the preview on Sunday for the Macclesfield game. But until then, I'm out of here, guys. It's been great. Until the next one, everyone, thank you. Keep subbing, keep smashing those likes. Get me up to the 250 milestone on the subs, and keep those views going and everything, you know, likes. See you Sunday. Yes, see you Sunday, Brian. Take care, my friend. Have a great weekend. Same to everyone in the live chat, everyone watching or not live or on playback. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend of sport, football, whatever. The Winter Olympics and other stuff going on. Cricket, of course. Enjoy it all. And I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.